All right, this compost bucket is one of the ways that we try to encourage our sisters to compost kitchen resources. I don't even call them waste because they can be added to the compost bin, and then as they decompose, they add all the nutrients and so on to the compost. Now this bucket, when it gets filled, then I bring it over here, as do a lot of sisters who don't live on campus, and put it into these barrels. And so you see that this is something I learned at Sister Farm. If you put paper in the bottom, it absorbs the moisture and it doesn't smell as much. In fact, it doesn't smell at all if you bring it over here soon enough. And then all of this is going to go down there. So we'll go down and see that part of it. Back there is where we have a new form of composting recommended by our permaculture consultants. It's called windrow composting. And so that when they bring the containers down here, they can just dump it there. You can see there's the kitchen scraps. We can also get the manure and the bedding from the stables, which we have across the street, and add that too. And then we have a lot of leaves and things that are part of, doing the grass cutting here and so on. So all of those things together heat the pile up, and we can see it up close when we get down here.
This is where they're dumping the fresh stuff. This is where you can see, and they keep turning it so you can see it's mixing. And I've been really surprised at how fast this stuff breaks down, because they're bringing out the kitchen compost, once or twice a week. They put it in plastic totes and carry it down here, and that's a big kitchen. They feeding a bunch of people. That doesn't look like kitchen waste. Kitchen waste is in there, but it doesn't look like kitchen waste. It's breaking down very, very quickly. And then they mix it with this stuff that gets, when they go out in the fall and scoop up all the leaves and pine straw and chop it up, they bring that in. They mix that in there because the kitchen scraps are high in nitrogen, and you want to get a lot more carbon than nitrogen, so they mix it in. And then they come out with a machine and just turn the stuff over so that it gets some oxygen. And then the more aged stuff that's mixed with the soil over here. This is actually pretty nice soil. This is mixed with the stuff, with the sand and clay that was already there. But it has a nice tilth. It has a nice tilth, and it's very rich. That we took some of this stuff and just set it in a pile over by the community garden last year. And there were so many vegetable seeds in there that it just started volunteering squash and pumpkins and melon and tomatoes. But this is stuff that was going into a landfill.
Yeah.
It was going into a dumpster and a landfill, and now it's become this resource. And then again, you can also mix it with this just aged horse manure over here, which again, it puts an absorptive organic material in there so that it holds water much better. But yeah, altogether a good thing.